Hey all, Scott here. Big day for me. I finally bought a shoelace. It's really firm, and on one end we have a USB connector. That's pretty unique. And on the other end, oh damn it, this always happens to me. The PlayStation 2 was my mortal enemy in 2003. It was all about my GameCube back then, when all my other friends had these monstrosities with the things on the bottom of the controller and the DVD player and more games, and it didn't matter, okay? The GameCube was better. I was a kid. You really just wanted to defend the stuff you had in comparison to your friends. It's all about feeling superior, and that's what console wars were all about. I don't need to do that anymore. I know I'm more than the products I happen to own. I've grown up, I'm more mature, and I don't need to resort to childish arguments when talking about why the Nintendo Switch is better than the stupid fucking Xbox One. However, even considering my loyalty to the GameCube, there was one thing the PlayStation 2 had that made me consider adultery: the EyeToy. Bet you weren't expecting to hear that today. 3 reasons to buy the PlayStation 2. 1, 2, 3. Back when I was younger, the idea of being on a television was insane. That was where Nick at Night goes, not me. Even just watching home movies played back on the TV felt like a special occasion. To see yourself on the screen was such a cool experience. Stack that up with putting your own content in a video game. I love the whole idea of making my own video game outside of the act of making my own video game. I squealed over in-depth character creators or stage builders, or just having the ability to put more personal touches in a game to truly make it feel like your own. Couple these two desires together and we have ourselves a product 7-year-old Scott pointed at in the store. Eventually, I found a PlayStation 2 at a garage sale for $10, an EyeToy at a GameStop for $2, and an EyeToy game for $1. I have never made back that investment. So the EyeToy, it's a webcam. I'm not one to lie. It plugs into the PlayStation 2 via USB. You can adjust the angle, adjust the focus. It's just a webcam for the console, but with a little bit of love, you can use it as a camera for your computer. You can use the EyeToy as a shitty flashlight with 2 LEDs on the front. One blue to denote it's on, one red to tell you to turn on some lights. Oh my god, and it also has a built-in microphone. I've eaten things more complicated than this. It's a no-nonsense camera for the PlayStation 2, and that's all it really is. There's a silver revision of it out there, and that's all there is to say about that. But you didn't buy an EyeToy for the bumper sticker, you bought it for the games. While the EyeToy itself wasn't technologically advanced, it was all about how games utilized it. I mean, standard webcams can do some crazy stuff. You ever use Photo Booth on Macs? Like, humans made this? So let's see just how the games utilize the camera. Let's put the GameCube in the closet so it never has to witness what I'm about to do. There were a total of 25 games that required the EyeToy, with only 8 of them releasing here in North America. Yes, officer, I have all the North American EyeToy games. Now, there were a bunch of PS2 games that supported EyeToy, but it was totally optional and was just for putting your face in the game or extra minigames or whatever. The EyeToy launched on November 4th, 2003 over here in a box that is fucking terrifying. It's watching me. Alongside the camera, the game EyeToy Play was included, so let's give this a try first. EyeToy Play will never die. It's one of those worthless PS2 games you always see at used game stores and thrift shops, going for the low price of please take it. This is supposed to be a textbook example of EyeToy usage, a game that shows us what EyeToy is capable of. So what exactly can EyeToy do? Nothing. Like I said, this is just a stupid webcam. The games do all the magic here. We get this introduction video to EyeToy giving us the rundown as to just what exactly we're supposed to do with this. Clear the space, step back a bit, put yourself in the center of the screen. If we want to close out of a game, cover up the camera to avoid the NSA, and it does state we can technically cheat in EyeToy games by standing relatively close to the camera, but where's the fun in that? It's me! This is EyeToy Play. To select any options on a menu, you have to hold your hand over and say goodbye. This is a collection of 12 minigames, and they are as follows. Beat Freak, bang to the beat, makes me feel like a Neanderthal. Kung Fu, a game that makes you look like a fucking nutcase to anybody entering the room. Wishy Washy, clean the windows. Yeah. Soccer Craze, keep the ball bouncing with your head, but the EyeToy doesn't know what that is, so use any appendage. Boxing Champ, just punch the air. Again, great for my reputation. UFO Juggler, you juggle UFOs. Is there anything else to explain? Is there? Slapstream, you see, I can go on for hours talking some Slapstream, but the PlayStation 2 froze while playing. Plate Spinner, keep the plate spinning and from falling over. They are really stretching the definition of the word play here. Disco Stars, it's Simon Says. Yeah. Ghost Eliminator, rub ghosts. Mirrored Time, so with this one you have to select all the good icons, but the game messes with the perspective to make it more difficult. Game design students, take note, this is how you make an EyeToy game. Finally, we have Rocket Rumble. I gave up at this point. EyeToy Play. Didn't really like this one. Most of the games I got the gist of under 30 seconds and they went on for over 2 minutes. I know I'm gonna be seeing a lot of people saying, oh shit, did you hear what Scott said about EyeToy Play? Doesn't matter, okay? I don't care about the backlash, it's my opinion. Well, let's try out EyeToy Groove. Maybe this will make better use of the EyeToy. It's Beat Freak. It's Beat Freak! I mean, if you really wanted a rhythm game for this thing, which equates to you just moving your hands around, I mean, this does the trick, but you already sort of got this thing in the game packed in with the EyeToy. How about Sega Superstars? Hey, you know Sega Superstars Tennis and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing? That series actually started as an EyeToy game, and what better way to get somebody comfortable with the peripheral? Well, if Choo Choo Rocket's here, then I've gotta trust it. Sega Superstars is... let's see, I got a tattoo of this because I'm gonna be saying this a lot and I have to remember it. An EyeToy minigame collection. 12 minigames based on Sega games, and we have a lot of variety here. Sonic, House of the Dead, all bases are covered. In the Sonic minigame, we move our hand around to control Sonic running through the tunnel, collect the rings and the Chaos Emeralds. Super Monkey Ball's a bit more interesting. You have to tilt your body back and forth to go through simplistic Monkey Ball courses. Honestly, this wasn't the worst. Now, do I prefer this to a regular Monkey Ball experience? Samba de Amigo, hope you didn't buy EyeToy Groove because I have bad news for you. Virtua Fighter, hope you didn't play Boxing Champ in EyeToy Play. Crazy Taxi, oh man, we get to control the taxi. No, you have to grab the attention of the taxi driver by going effing nuts. House of the Dead, remember Kung Fu in EyeToy Play? Yeah. Space Channel 5, remember Disco Stars? Choo Choo Rocket, leave the bridge up for the Choo Choos, lower the bridge for the Kapu Kapu. Billy Hatcher, his game didn't make it to the PS2, so I hope this is good enough. Virtua Striker, you can't have Sega Superstars without Virtua Striker. Puyo Pop Fever, this one's actually pretty neat. You have to use your body to guide Puyo Puyo pieces into the right colored area. This actually required a bit more calibration than usual for the EyeToy games and did a solid job detecting my body. Knights, this is another fairly impressive EyeToy game. You have to position your hands like you're flying to get through the level. I didn't really want to play much more than 30 seconds of this, but Sega, you made the EyeToy fans proud with this one. That was okay. It was fairly well made and I found it to be a lot more fun than EyeToy Play. But I'm starting to see this trend where it feels like developers only had like 5 ideas for EyeToy games and they all just made the same thing. Well, whatever Sega can do, Nickelodeon can sorta kinda do. Nicktoons Movin'. Yes, finally, I can be on screen with my favorite Nickelodeon stars bowling and playing whack-a-mole. This is another EyeToy minigame collection, but this is obviously made for a much younger audience, not because it's based on Nicktoons or anything, but because these games are so simplistic and short. Like, I'm done with these things in under a minute sometimes, and the concepts are basically whack-a-mole, fix the picture, move the ship. Most of the games worked fine, but there just wasn't anything to them, and they didn't feel that inspired by the shows they were based on. Like, oh yeah, we gotta make a SpongeBob minigame for the EyeToy, fucking bowling. Well, EyeToy Play came back with a vengeance. Here's EyeToy Play 2. I can already tell this is a much more ambitious title than the original. The games here are far more complicated and don't just feel like, wave your hands around and move your head. Air guitar, you actually have to hold your hands like you're holding a guitar, strum and move your hands when it tells you to. Could you imagine EyeToy Play 1 doing this? Like, my god, they whipped out the big guns for this. Home run, you act like you're hitting a baseball and run by realizing the game's not working right. Knockout, it's Boxing Champ, but with a twist. It's in EyeToy Play 2. Bubble Pop, pop the blue bubbles, avoid the red ones. I bought this. DIY, various minigames about doing down and dirty housework. Again, this shows how Play 2 is a lot more ambitious than the first game, but DIY is not a game you're gonna say, finally, they made a game about this. Drummond, wow, they made the same games this many times. Goal attack, so the way this game works is really bizarre. You have to stop soccer balls from entering the goal, but it's not like the soccer game in EyeToy Play or something, no. You have to shift your body left and right, and maybe sometimes you'll do so in the actual game. This one didn't work well for me. Secret Agent, so you have to complete tasks without getting spotted or by staying still in a spotlight. Honestly, this was a cute and clever use of the EyeToy. Table tennis, it's as raw as it gets. Playing table tennis with your bare hands. It's from the perspective of your opponent, but it actually works pretty okay. Kung 2, the long-awaited sequel to Kung Fu, which is to say it's Kung Fu again. I mean, why change what worked so well the first time? They saw the responses to EyeToy Play. Mr. Chef, we have to put burgers together and grate cheese. Next game. Monkey Bars, we have to choose which direction this thing should go in to get to the bottom. This is fun! So probably my favorite part of this game was the Secret Agent portion, so let's give EyeToy Operation Spy a go. I had so many damn problems setting this game up. It has to scan your face to sign you in like a spy, but it barely worked. It kept flickering in and out. I'd get on the ground up close to the camera, and when it wouldn't work, I'd get up and my head would trigger the back button and I had to go through everything all over again. I mean, this is just a little spy game, you know, like those spy things out there for kids. Yeah, they made a game out of them. Actually, it seemed like Sony was really pushing the EyeToy as a security device. Kinda. EyeToy Play 2 had this feature where you could leave the EyeToy running as a security camera and it would capture what goes on in your living room. That'll scare off the burglars. Oh, fuck, he's got an EyeToy! Well, if anything, we can repurpose the EyeToy as a security camera. 2 more games. EyeToy Kinetic. It's a workout tool. Holy shit, you really think I'm capable of remembering this motion? I mean, this works, but the fact you can cheese the EyeToy so much makes using it as a workout tool require a lot of self-restraint. Finally, we have EyeToy Anti-Grav, developed by Harmonix. All right, okay. It's a hoverboard racing game, really fitting in with the rest of the Harmonix crowd. You don't even see yourself on the screen, you just control a racing game with the EyeToy. So that is the entire North American EyeToy library. Now, there's a lot more in Europe. Europe loves the EyeToy. There are over 10 million of these things sold, which means it definitely didn't flop, but nobody talks about this thing. I think I know why. The concept was awesome, but the execution, while it mostly worked, I think it left a lot to be desired. Like I said, it feels like they only had a handful of ideas on how to use the EyeToy, and developers just kept on repeating them in their own minigame collections. Many of these games just feel like variations of whack-a-mole, move your hand in the right place at the right time, and it's really easy to fake out the EyeToy and not actually do what it wants you to do. It still has some charm to it all, but there is almost no reason to play these games now. They are all so simplistic and short and not that fun that it just makes the EyeToy a relic from the past and not much else. But hey, I finally got the EyeToy out of my system, which means I can finally focus on just buying a shoelace. I went to the store to be continued, and I picked up my shoes aren't ready for this kind of commitment.